Hey everyone, welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for Tuesday, April 9th, 2019. All right, so today, a lot going on tomorrow actually. As we get into the later part of the day, we are going to be feeling quite a few different aspects taking place that will go exact tomorrow. But today the moon's going to be in Taurus, so great day for cultivating our resourcefulness. This could be our self-reliance. We could be feeling very self-reliant right now. Also good for developing our inner security, inner strength, and stability. So with the moon in Taurus, going into tomorrow, we do have the sun starting to square up to Saturn, which was part of that new moon we had last week. And so we may be feeling maybe some limitations or a little bit more aware of the reality of situations in a sense. So it is good to be aware of that, but to work with it constructively and patiently and see the long road with the square to Saturn. Also, Venus is going to be going over Neptune. So this one, maybe some new, deeper values emerging, maybe regarding some of our ideals or dreams, and maybe some of that involving relationships as well. And Jupiter is going retrograde. So again, tomorrow, this sort of slowing down energy as we approach the day tomorrow of now maybe reconsidering or reworking some of the potentials or inspirations that we may have had this year. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at all of this here in more detail when we return. All right, so here is the sky for this Tuesday. And again, we are using the actual visible sky here on this channel, which does change the signs from mainstream astrology. So if you are new, definitely check out the link down below because yeah, the signs are different and you want to be aware of what these changes are. All right, so the moon well set in Taurus here today, which is the energy we felt a little bit yesterday, or actually quite a bit yesterday. And this is that grounded energy of essentially cultivating our inner and outer resources. So probably noticing still themes around this today. Great day for developing things like our self-reliance, maybe feeling self-reliant, our steadiness, our inner strength, and that inner security that arises from that. Now, as a result, also enjoying the external resources. Great day for this. Outer security, the material realms, the enjoyments of life, the simple pleasures of life, and then also connecting to nature is always great with the moon in Taurus. And really just to be grateful for what we do have on the material level. So that's a sort of theme there with the moon, and this is in the context that we did just have that new moon last week. So it is still the very early phase of the cycle, of the lunar cycle, and this is the crescent phase, which is just slowly building some momentum as we go through the rest of the week. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at some of these aspects that we have. They're not going exact today, and many of us may not even feel it until tomorrow, but likely as the day unfolds, we'll probably start to feel some of this energy. And so one of which is the sun squaring up to Saturn. This is the energy of Saturn in a challenging aspect to the sun, which just means that we want to challenge ourselves. And so with Saturn energy, it's always about seeing the long road, the patient road, the disciplined road, and with the square, challenging ourselves to do that. So we may just notice here today maybe some limitations, or we're seeing things very realistically or a little more seriously. And from that, we can really use that strength of seeing how we can take that slow and steady approach, right? Limit ourselves, so to speak. Cultivate our discipline, our patience, our persistence, for example. So excellent day for setting those types of Saturnian intentions and asking ourselves, what is the long road? What's right, really, in the big picture sense? And incorporating that energy and maybe taking some actions or doing some things with that more, again, grounded, realistic approach with Saturn. We do want to make sure we're not overdoing it either. It's important to see things realistically, but not too realistically, of course. And if you do notice any limitation with your self-expression in any way, your vitality, energy, life force, which is possible, good to also, again, channel that maybe into constructive things that are forms of self-expression, like, or a little more serious, like work, or, you know, anything that's a responsibility of yours. Just a really good day to incorporate that. All right, so with that square, we also do have, going into tomorrow, Venus passing over Neptune. And this is going to be another pass over Neptune. We've had all the fast movers now, finishing with Venus passing over Neptune. So with this one, Venus represents our values and our relationships. And Neptune, again, is that planet that has to do with the deepest essence of things, right? Essentially what really gives us inner peace and where we can have greater tranquility in our life. So with Venus over here, there could be new, deeper values. You could say new spiritual values. Maybe some ideals or dreams, again, in terms of what we value and enjoy in life. And again, that could come through in our relationships as well. So we just may feel a bit of wanting, a bit of receptivity, a bit of dreaminess, all right, maybe a bit of rest, these kinds of things. And so it's good to incorporate this. There's nothing too challenging about it. These two planets actually go very well together. Venus is exalted in Pisces, which is ruled by Neptune, for example. But yeah, great day for just sitting with the energy, seeing how we can incorporate a little bit more receptivity into our life and how to enjoy that. And then also some receptivity in those relationships, which again, can also be enjoyable as well. All right, so with that Passover there, we do also have Jupiter slowing down, and this is in a fucus. So Jupiter, the planet of potentials, opportunities, inspirations, we do get a little bit of a break from some of maybe these things that we've been focused on or building towards this year with this Jupiter transit. So just good to maybe start to slow down as we get into tomorrow regarding some of these potentials. We'll be going into about a 4-month sort of reworking, relearning, maybe even reconsidering or approaching some of these potentials in a different way. So anything we can do today to allow for a bit of that shift. Maybe it's a shift of belief system, shift of perspective, again, about maybe some of these expansive things will allow for the retrograde, right? And that'll give us, we'll be learning a lot essentially over the next 4 months about how to further cultivate some of these ideals. But of course, in this retrograde, it's good to see it from a different angle and just know things are sort of being seen from that new angle during the retrograde. And it's good to do that. All right, so that's the slowing down of Jupiter there in a fucus. And of course, a fucus is about healing. So a lot of this could be about if you felt like you've been, becoming more aware of maybe some things you can heal in your life. This could be physical or spiritual or emotional or mental, for example, or just some things that you may feel like are empowering you. Some actions you felt like you could take this year that may have been rejuvenating or transformative or healing. Again, this might be the context of the reconsideration, or at least today, the slowing down of these things with Jupiter going station. All right, and on a very minor note, Mercury will be sextiling Pluto. So going into tomorrow, there could also be some empowerment with our thoughts and also with communication, a bit of empowerment there. Nothing major, just an opening for that one. All right, so that's the day in a nutshell. Also, the moon's going to pass over Mars. So there could be, on a minor sense, just a new sense of independence today, perhaps maybe some new directness, maybe some new assertiveness, because again, Mars has been in Taurus, which is us taking the slow and steady approach to what we want and to asserting ourselves, which again, the moon in Taurus is really helping us cultivate. All right, everyone, so that's the day in a nutshell. Sun square Saturn, great day for self-imposing a bit of that more realistic view and self-limiting view, as in patience and persistence, for example, and channeling that perhaps into constructive things. Venus passing over Neptune, new deeper values, new spiritual values, maybe regarding relationships or what we enjoy in life. And Jupiter slowing down for a sort of reworking of some of these potentials that have been expanding this year. And today in particular, just a good day for cultivating that inner security, taking things in a steady sense, and enjoying the simple life, nature, and being grateful with the moon in Taurus. All right, so everyone have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the daily forecast. Take care.